Okay, we're ready to go. I will record this, but I won't stream it. So 8 plus 8, plenty of time, plenty of time, plenty of time. But not enough time to put move confirmation on. No need for that. Need to use the seconds. Okay, now. Normally I go d5, but I'm going e6, repeating what I did in my last ZH League match against him. Maybe slightly provoking this. Basically converting into a French defense. This I'd have to go here or here. Okay, so I've got a bishop in hand. There's a case for this sort of idea, but I'm going to do this first. Now I'm trying to think. I'm slightly provoking knight here, though. I'm not quite sure why. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. I get a knight out of it. Okay, I could have also tried to target this pawn. That's the other move I could do. So this is tempting, but he can do things. I'll do this. So simply wanting to take this and take this. I think I'm playing too fast, but never mind. It looks solid. What? I had this and takes this. And he's let me still have this. Yeah, okay, so So now I don't have that. So I still have bishop takes knight, queen takes pawn, but his rooks get very active. So bishop takes knight. So bishop takes knight, queen takes pawn. It's not worth it. Takes here. Interesting, interesting. Bishop takes knight, queen takes. Is there any other move? Not really. I think I just push. Feels solid. I think I'm forcing him to step back. I mean, otherwise he's going to have a lot of pressure on this diagonal. So I'm encouraging him to step back and then considering pushing again. No, I can't push again because of knight here check might be annoying. Yeah, I could take. I could take, and then take this pawn. Or I could take, and I got a knight in hand. Knight in hand to do something. To take here. And put this here. So we're hitting this one. And we're also blocking off the pin. So it feels quite creative. And if he ever takes, we're also potentially opening up the H file. So he does something to defend maybe, but how do you defend both this and this? Maybe with a knight? Okay, he goes for the queen. Taking the queen is obvious, but I don't even have to take the queen. Could even take the knight, and then what does he do? Sacks the queen. So I don't even take the queen. Don't need to take the queen, he's got everything hanging. After this, then I take the queen. Now I take the queen. And I have a knight in hand. And what I would love to do is something like knight here check, king here, and knight takes pawn, with the idea of queen here smother, knight takes pawn. But there's also, yeah, knight takes pawn, there's also some other ideas here. There's also some other ideas along the h-file, knight. How does that work? Knight. So knight here check, king here, queen here check, takes, knight here check, takes, and knight there checkmate. Okay, so I need another knight for that to work. Don't want to miscalculate. So he does this, which is reasonable. So knight takes pawn is still interesting, the threat being knight here and knight takes bishop and all that. So knight here checks, smother, and yeah, okay. So should I go for it? Knight takes pawn, I'm going for it. Yeah, I'm going for it. Knight here check, queen here, knight takes pawn, checkmate. That's the idea. And if he defends, queen takes bishop is the plan next. Queen takes bishop, for example, bishop takes, and then knight here check. So he has blocked off the h-file, but there's still just simply the knight here check, queen here, rook takes, knight takes, smother. So bishop there would be tempting, but then just queen takes bishop. So queen takes bishop and you can't take back because of this whole thing, knight here check and so on. And now here, knight here check, queen here takes, bishop takes, knight takes as a threat. So he does something else. Okay, so I think I go in. So knight here check, he runs probably. Knight here check, queen there check, he runs. And then I go queen takes bishop. Okay, I do this. Knight here, check. I mean, I think I have enough, is the point. So queen here, check, king here, queen takes bishop, pawn takes, queen here, and he runs up again. Calculating it. Queen here, check. I don't want him to run up, that's the thing. Bishop there, check, block, takes, takes. Okay, so I think this is correct. Is there something smarter? So bishop here, check. Just to block him off, then queen takes bishop, pawn takes, queen there's checkmate. I think that's correct. So if he tries to step up somewhere, queen takes pawn is checkmate. So I think queen takes bishop is going to kill him now. Just going to double check. King takes is probably forced. Queen takes pawn. King takes knight. Okay, I just want to calculate 2 pawns and a bishop. How do I finish this? Knight here, check. King here. And pawn here would be mate, won't it? God, I've just got to be careful I don't miss something stupid. So pawn here is checkmate. Yeah, nice. Okay, so I guarantee at least a draw for my team. Okay, he's going for the knight f6. Okay, I go knight c3. I try and build a big center. Okay, this sounds like he's trying to get out of book in some weird way. I'll just take it. I just don't believe this. Okay, but it could be some creative prep. It could be. This seems like the obvious thing to do. There's no reason to be concerned, especially. Let's do this. Fair enough. I can go bishop here. There's no reason not to do that. He's hitting a knight, sure. But now this knight, what's its future? So 2 ideas. Either go straight away at d6 and domination. But the problem is takes, and he has queen f6. So I'm a bit wary of that. Queen d3 is an idea as well. Also just hitting this knight, takes, and I get a knight in hand. That feels interesting as well. He might go takes and pawn here. That doesn't feel like it's got any legs to it though. So I'm gonna try and claim that knight. Claim I have sufficient wiggle room for my king. Okay, take this one. This knight, crucially, is defending this one. Okay, I'll take this one. He gets a knight. Yes, he gets a knight. So I did need this wiggle room. And I'm just wondering, did I have to take it? I think I did, but he's given me a big material advantage this game for the sake of an attack. So he has knight here, king here, and swoop across here, which is reasonable. And I'm thinking of going queen here and knight here. So the eyeing this square. After knight takes pawn. Okay, so he's just going straight for some... Whoa, he doesn't have a pawn, but he's going for a mate. Interesting. So suppose I just do knight here and just pick off that. Then he'll go knight takes pawn. Aha, knight takes pawn attacking my queen. After which I'll go knight takes pawn check, king here, and bishop takes pawn. And if he takes my queen, I have a knight, so yeah, I'll do that. As long as he can't take a pawn with check, that's the key. Okay, just want to make sure. Do I have actually anything else? Any cunning like checks picking off the knight? No, because then I get mated. Okay, fair enough. So just bishop takes pawn, casually. Takes, okay, I'll take this one. Now knight here is an interesting idea, picking up the queen. Is it worth it? My king is actually safe as long as he can't get in, can't get any pawn checks. It's actually quite safe. So knight here is very tempting. Of course I could just back off, but then you just defend, so that's the problem with that. Knight here is very forcing, because we're getting a queen and then getting in. Okay, he allows it. So knight here check. But he allows it because he wants knight takes knight. He's that desperate for knight takes knight. But this is just offering me a free knight. I just don't get it. Okay, so I have knight here check, takes, takes, and he goes king here. And then I have just simply knight takes knight is decent. Knight takes queen is decent. Knight takes knight is decent. Why don't I go knight takes knight straight away? Okay, I'm going to do knight here check first. And I've also got bishop takes knight. But bishop takes knight opens up this square for a check, potentially. So knight takes knight seems fine. Okay, so this one seems obvious. Check. Okay, so I could take the queen. Could take the queen. Taking the queen is good. I'm just wondering if there's something else even better. So, for example, what could be better? Bishop here, check. You could take the knight then. Knight takes knight. Knight takes knight is also tempting. Knight takes knight, just saying the queen actually doesn't have anywhere good to go. So knight takes knight is really tempting. Queen could go here or here. So knight takes knight is also really tempting. But he could have some kind of checks. Takes. Okay, 4 minutes. It's time to find the best move here. Okay. Do I take the queen? Do I take the queen? That's the problem. Taking the queen is perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with taking the queen. But taking the knight, or throwing in a check. So worried about throwing in a check is, what if he then goes king takes knight? And then takes the queen. So if I throw in a check, he'll probably block. And then I could take the knight. Or then I could take the knight like this even. So I'm going to do this check. But he could just go king takes knight, try and take everything. Bishop takes rook, rook takes. But his king's in the center of the board, that's the problem. So king takes knight is the one I'm slightly worried about. So king takes knight he does indeed, okay. If I can force him to come back here, then I can take knight with check. So knight here. Suppose I go knight here. No. Hang on. Pawn here, check. Pawn here, check. The idea is to take the knight with check. Pawn here. I've got 4 pawns. Pawn here, check. Draw him up even further. It's also taking it with check is the idea. Taking it with check is the idea. So he comes up even further. So he does go here, and then what do I do? Go here. and then go boom and boom, and then take the knight to check. Okay, so here, 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 here. So he ends up here, and then I go pawn here, checkmate. Okay, so I want rook here check and knight here checkmate, or rook here check, king here. Rook here check, king. What about? Rook here check, king here. Rook here check, king here, and knight at here. Knight at here check, king here. That's not working. Oh yeah, I mean it's working eventually. No, it's not. Hang on. Rook here check, king here. Well, okay. Rook here check. I can always go pawn. Okay, so if he goes king here, what's the mate? Knight at king here. Nah, that doesn't work. Pawn here check, king here, and then knight here check. We'll do it, won't it? I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay, pawn here check, we'll do it. Yes! Okay, I'm very happy. I win the game. I win the match for our team. Great games.